Welcome, everybody. We're happy that you're joining us for Research Talks Qualitative Scholar Conversations. I'm Maietta, President of Research Talk. Today, our guests are Jessica Calarco and Mario Small. They are co-teaching a course at our summer intensive on July 25th and 26th titled Qualitative Literacy: How to Evaluate Ethnographic and Interview Research. So the course that the two of you are teaching, Qualitative Literacy: How to Evaluate Ethnographic and Interview Research, matches the title of a book that the two of you have done. And feel free, as we talk about this, to talk about the links between that.
I'm Jessica Calarco. I'm a professor at in the Department of Sociology at the University of Wisconsin-Madison. I do work mostly on inequalities in family life and education. My early work was primarily ethnographic in nature, looking at inequalities in teacher-student interactions and family-school interactions, particularly around things like help seeking. I started off primarily as a quantitative person. I went to Penn for my PhD and worked with Frank Furstenberg and Grace Cow, and was interested in doing research on kind of class and friendships, and worked with ed health data. But now I've been teaching qualitative methods at the graduate level for about 10 years now.
I'm Mario Small. I'm a professor in the sociology department at Columbia University. I began doing qualitative research probably because I wanted to get outside and be around people. A lot of graduate school time is spent in front of your computer and running models and studying papers. And I really just like being outside, around people, getting to know people, etc. I spent a lot of time analyzing large-scale data, and I became interested in just the logic of inquiry in how we do qualitative methods, how it is that you make an argument as a sociologist about all neighborhoods in the United States, or all low-income neighborhoods, or all African-American neighborhoods, or all immigrant neighborhoods, having based your research in one neighborhood or two neighborhoods. I did a study of a housing complex in Boston named Villa Victoria, published about 20 years ago. So out there are lots and lots and lots of manuals on how to do ethnographic work, how to do interview work, how to observe well, how to take good field notes, how to interview people accurately or effectively. But there wasn't really a lot on how to tell that you had a good book or a good paper once you saw it. And people who are doing qualitative work, you would think you'd want to know a good project when you see it. So a lot of the origins behind the course are very much the origins behind the book in that sense, giving people the tools to be able to capture quality work, understand quality work when they see it, and make it a concrete, very precisely, effectively captured set of identifiers, rather than just a general, well, I sort of know it when you see it. I know Jessica can add a lot to that.
I think the other thing that we could add with this course, and also ideally with the book, is to be able to show qualitative researchers themselves how to demonstrate the quality of their research more effectively. In the sense that in the book, and certainly in the course as well, will help participants to be able to see what do examples of high quality research look like, and how do we move from examples that are lower quality or less effective to things that are higher quality, and what are the steps involved in kind of moving between those different degrees of quality, because it's not a checkbox, it's a spectrum. Unlike with a quantitative paper, for example, our readers can't simply flip to the tables and decide whether they believe us, or take, figure out what the takeaway would be. And so we have to be careful with how we write things and how we convey information. And there's steps that we can take to help make our research more easily interpretable, and kind of provide those signposts to reviewers to help them understand what are the kinds of questions they should be asking, what are the kinds of things they should be paying attention to. This is not a how-to book necessarily, but I think that's certainly something that we could bring into the course more as well, is kind of what does it take to demonstrate the quality of the work that you're doing, and make sure that that comes across as clearly as possible to the reviewers, to the readers, to the policymakers, or the journalists who might be encountering your work.